Clock running. Head coach Greg Page joining us on our postgame show, brought to you by Alexander Roll-Off Services. Coach, you rolled tonight for the most part, maybe a little harder than the scoreboard looked at the end, 35-15, size up this sixth victory.
I'm just really happy for our kids and our staff. We came out in the second half with a whole lot of purpose. We weren't happy with them at halftime, giving up the score late in the half, which was a credit to Wimber, but we helped them with a few penalties that were needless, really, if you just, if you're, trying to play your position and read your keys. But nonetheless, those guys bounced back on defense and just shut the door, and then we were able to get the ball moving offensively. I was really pleased with how we came out at the game in the second half.
It's okay to embarrass both Ward and I, but we were wondering if we just didn't notice it all season long. Two things. Number one, this is not what I'm talking about, but we saw Shaun Robinson trot out of the game, apparently helped.
You're on.
We got knocked off there. Okay, I guess we're back. Okay.
I heard it come back on.
All right, we are back. But Shaun Robinson trots off. We thought he was healthy. And then not too long later, TJ Taglioti trots out of the game. He looked to be healthy. Were those messages being sent, or what was the deal?
Maybe. I mean, you're not going to be embarrassed. It's just one of those things where, you pull a guy out for a little bit, maybe shake him up. Tags, how Tags is one hell of a football player, but I thought maybe he was, he needed to get a little kick in the behind. And Shaun, sometimes with that inside linebacker position, that's not his ideal spot, but in certain packages defensively, he's got to go there. But he's come a long way, and I love the way he ran the ball on our last touchdown drive. I mean, he doesn't get a lot of carries either, and he just really found some seams, and guys up front did a nice job.
Doesn't get a lot of carries? You mean like as in his first carry since opening week?
I don't know. You guys keep track of that stuff. I don't, because I always tell them, I'll apologize to guys sometimes, say, sorry I didn't get you the ball more, but I'm focused on crossing that line down there from the 10 to the end zone.
Well, hey, here's the thing that I wanted to know if we just never noticed. Has TJ Tagg's been on the kickoff coverage team all season long?
You like it, don't you?
I liked it.
I love it. It actually happened by accident Wednesday. I told you it was one of those weeks where we had guys in and out with injury, illness, and whatever. And so you're looking for guys from, on the scout kickoff team. And he goes, Coach, come on, can I go in? I said, yeah, but don't hurt anybody. So, he went down and he hit a couple guys hard, like guys that were blocking him. He didn't take anybody up. And we thought, what the hell? Put him on there, and he went down. He got down there faster than a lot of the guys, and he's not very fast.
He did look very good. I thought he played an inspired second half too.
Absolutely.
Wake up call or not. But hey, they get on the board. I know you probably weren't happy with that right before the half, although you did take care of business to open the second half.
We did, and we struggle with that sometimes. But we went back to a set that we worked on this week with Zeiler and Williams, and they both did a nice job. Guys up front were making good reads, because I give Wimber's defense credit. I mean, they're playing a kind of a tight 5-2. It reminded me of what Blairsville was trying to do to us a couple weeks ago, where they weren't giving you a lot off tackle, and they were, they had some good guys inside too that were quick. 33 in particular was a quick football player on defense, and so I thought our pulling guards made good reads, and I thought our backs made good reads. Zeiler was a big boost tonight.
Yeah, he too.
And so was Garrett Mock. Mock ran
good
hard.
To see him get his first touchdown.
Absolutely, yes.
And Zeiler's 32 yards rushing tonight. By the way, Williams 98 yards rushing. Ben Schmidt 99. I thought Ben handled adverse conditions. Granted turf, but it's still, the football's the same. It's still wet, and I thought he handled it for the most part. Did a good job in all areas.
I think he did too. I think he made some great throws tonight. We had a couple drops. It's not characteristic of our guys, but he was putting the ball where it had to be. Early on, I know he got skittish on one or two pass plays early on, but he really rebounded. And what a great run he made down here. I don't know if that was our third or fourth touchdown.
He ran through and over a couple, and he's not afraid to impose as well.
No, not at all.
Coach, just so you know, late in the half, you had that 47-yard pass play to Kobe Doherty where a little clock malfunction up in the booth here. They didn't start the clock on time, and there were 11.6 seconds remaining when the play started. Our Michael Bertig actually double-checked it based on the radio replay, and the play took about 14 seconds, so they did get it right.
Yeah, and I was mad at first. I mean, Greg Hoover, who's a good ref, came over and So I thought he was going to say, hey, we don't really know how much time's left, so we're going to put like X number of seconds, you would get one more play. We came over, and I guess the guy did what he's supposed to do. The one back judge said he timed it on his watch, and it was 11. I said, are you kidding me? He said, hey, listen, don't get mad at us. We didn't screw up.
Yeah.
And he's right. He's right. So at that point, I accepted it. I didn't, after he told me that, I said, you know what?
And
Not going to change.
Based on the check from Michael at the studio, I think they did get it right. So, hey, let's just move ahead. You're going to have a home playoff game. Not sure of whether it'll be Friday or Saturday night. The one score we need to know to kind of determine that, unless you know, is the Everett and Claysburg-Kimmel score.
I don't know. We'd have to check when we get in the bus, maybe with our phones. I'm not sure.
But a big night for the Heritage Conference. They swept their way through the Westpac this evening. Any reaction to that? I know you're just happy you're part of the sweep.
Yeah, I'm happy first. Well, number one, yeah, we got our win. And number two, I'm happy for those guys. I mean, it says a lot for our conference. I think it was really, Ligonier was head and shoulders above everybody else, no question. Northern Cambria was a good, strong second place team. And then from there, you saw the standings. It was kind of, mushed together. And so I'm happy for all those guys. Those teams that get good wins heading into week 11.
Well, if Claysburg wins, and that's not a given, over a 6-3 Everett team, you would, in all likelihood, stay in the 7th spot, which would mean, what did you say, a Saturday night home game?
I would think so, yes.
Okay, and if Claysburg lost, you could be bumped up to the 6th spot, which would mean a Friday home game.
Yeah, I mean, I'll take it whichever way it goes. I think that either way, I would like to get a look at the possible next opponent. Well, you know what? Maybe we won't, because we'd be playing a number 1 through 4 seed, I guess, if we won. So it doesn't really matter to me. I mean, Friday's a normal routine, but I think you know too. We've been successful on Saturday night home games too, so we'll take whatever comes.
Friday night lights or Saturday night lights here on a rainy night in Windber, a 35-15 victory. Congratulations.
Thank you guys very much.
Head coach Greg Page joining us on our post-game report. We'll wrap things up when we come back for a final time on our first Commonwealth Bank post-game show, 35-15 Homer Center on the WCCS Wildcat Football Network.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right.